You never did. You asked for a private jet. So don't lie, Tim. Just say that you wanted us to pay for a private jet. And of course, we're not going to pay for a private jet.
All right. So in this clip from the PBD podcast, we're talking Patrick Bet-David versus Tim Pool. And let's just say Tim Pool got exposed on the PBD podcast. Bad. Tim Pool tried to twist the narrative, play the victim, and even flat out lie about why he didn't show up for a debate. But Patrick Bet-David wasn't having it. He laid out the facts, called out the nonsense, and completely shut down Tim Pool on a live stream. This wasn't just a debate about politics or business. This was about credibility. And Tim Pool lost his in real time. Let's get into this where Patrick Bet-David exposes Tim Pool.
While I'm posting this, somebody just texted me saying Tim Pool just said, so if you can pull this up, Rob, which is kind of, I don't know what Tim is going through, and if he's trying to find a way to create beef for himself. I don't know what it is. We don't process a lot of how Tim is processing this. A guy comments and said, take notes, Tim Cass, win your fans back by having and hosting the important debates. He responds, actually, I was asked to do the debate and turned it down. First of all, we never asked you to do this debate last week. We spoke to you on March 25th, which was when you called us out for having Chris Cuomo being one of our talent.
Tim Pool flat out lied and claimed he was asked to do the debate and turned it down. But Patrick Bet-David just hit him with receipts. Like, come on, why lie when the truth is so easy to check? Tim Pool acted like he was too important for this. But Patrick Bet-David is laying it all out right here, word for word. So, I mean, yeah, Tim Pool, what's the excuse now?
That's going to be doing podcasts and different shows with us. You were not happy. You said it was, what was his words? He says something effing dumbest effing decision ever. He said something like that, if I recall.
He didn't have nice words.
No, but by the way, totally fine. I think he's actually a very talented guy, and he does good work. He does very good work. He's actually a very smart guy. We've had him on before. Mm-hmm. But Tim, I just put this on Twitter, and I said the following. I said, hey, question mark, if you want to pull up my tweet, Rob, because, and I got Rob right here who spoke to Vanessa, your person. Go to my last tweet. I said, actually turned it down, question mark. Our team and your team spoke on March 25th. Your book has said you wanted us to fly you down in a private jet. No one's ever asked that, which was kind of a strange request.
So let me get this straight. Tim Pool wants to act like he's just a simple independent guy, but behind the scenes, he's demanding a private jet. That's crazy. And Patrick Bet-David rightfully calls him out on it. Like, bro, you really expect people to believe you just turned the debate down because you weren't interested, when in reality you were trying to squeeze them for a luxury ride? Yeah, this is embarrassing for Tim Pool, if you ask me.
Especially after I attended your paid event in Miami, you asked me to do, and I asked you for nothing. It was a favor. So it's kind of weird to say, I come to your event with Matt Gaetz and others, and it was free, and you made money that night, and we ask you to come and have a conversation after you say it's the worst effing decision, and you say this. So let me know if you want me to share the email exchange. And Rob, I think you communicated, so you want to kind of give any commentary on this?
Well, we did. We tried. It's difficult to figure out the first class jet issue. We weren't looking, that's not in the budget for the event that we had. So what we offered was, what we normally offer, round trip accommodations, a business or first class flight, a hotel. When they said that they needed the private jet, we offered to do the podcast on a different day and time so that he could fly down on a commercial plane, but still keep his recording schedule and come work with us and do the podcast. Mm-hmm. And they continued to insist after multiple times that they just wanted the private jet. So that was the negotiating.
This is unreal. Patrick Bet-David's team was literally trying to make it work, and Tim Pool still wouldn't budge. They even offered a business class flight, and he still held out for the private jet. This wasn't about the debate. Tim Pool just didn't want to show up. And now that he's been called out on the PBD podcast, he's scrambling. If you have something to say it on stage, not on Twitter.
Well, he does live in a city that's not located near a big airport. I mean, literally, I think he's somewhere out in West Virginia. Tim, I'll say a bunch of nice things and maybe something you should look into. Smart, opinionated, gets views, very capable, but book recommendation, maybe you read How to Win Friends and Influence People, because there's better ways to navigate relationships.
But this is not How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Look, I don't know about you guys, but this whole situation makes Tim Pool look so fake. Patrick Bet David is giving him a reality check here. Tim Pool's not some like misunderstood genius. He's just playing games, and Patrick Bet David is over it. You don't build influence by twisting facts and making weird demands. You earn it. So, I mean, yeah, Tim Pool should probably take notes instead of dodging debates.
This is called lying. There's a difference. Because how to win friends and influence people, you could take a different approach. Here, he says what?
Scroll down, Rob.
Go scroll down, Rob.
I offered it.
He
and
said,
turned it down.
I turned it down. You never did. You asked for a private jet. So don't lie, Tim. Just say that you wanted us to pay for a private jet. And of course, we're not going to pay for a private jet.
Tim Pool tried to twist the truth, but Patrick Bet David shut him down with the receipts. From lying about being asked to debate to demanding a private jet, this whole thing was a terrible look for Tim Pool. Meanwhile, Patrick Bet David stayed calm, professional, and just hit him with straight facts, which is why the PBD podcast continues to dominate. If Tim really had a point to make, he'd show up for the debate. But we all know why Tim Pool won't show up. Whose side are you guys on? Do you think Patrick Bet David was right, or was Tim Pool had a valid reason for not showing up to the debate? Let me know your thoughts below. Thanks again for watching, and take care.